This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's 2nd and 3.
We go, 76! 76!
Another run for Gibbs here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
76. 5.
Gibbs straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will strike first here, this wild card matchup. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think think what they're saying is, we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And fighting down inside the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Hyatt goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete.
Jones pass. Line number 10. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Miller running right. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt. For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Maverick. Two.
Gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Go, 12, go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
5. Turbo.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, lift.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, Goff again. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 62 yards. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Jones wants to change it up. Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Over here, over here. Go, Gunner! Go, Gunner! Go, Gunner!
In motion, Slayton. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 22. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Miller. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Second down and 8.
Woodland, gold Woodland, gold Woodland, gold Woodland.
Running left is Miller. And he's got this one down to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hyatt goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Dom Capers.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Other side, other side.
A final shot before break. Jones steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And just shutting him off there. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence. Biggie, Biggie, Biggie.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they get the guard, John Runyon. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Miller. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
him. Cockroach.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it again with Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Why shift to Cruz?
In motion goes the tight end. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now Goff on 1st down. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 28. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
First and 10 from the 28-yard line.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you...
There he goes, left side! And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. A handoff running left is Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now an audible here into something else. Jones to throw on 2nd down. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Detroit Johnson.
Looking to throw. Jones buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
17.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, 5. What's that?
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again is Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Off play action. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately,
had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And quickly they get to the line.
That's good for a Lions.
On 1st and 10, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 52, Giants 3. Jeff Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unreal.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44, Jones underneath for Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
On 2nd and 10, Jones going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Hold on. Check.
Now Goff, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Here comes Rager.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Johnson.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they